Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A great way to finish the week strong. Friday afternoon, live on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out, chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely. And BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know, for that matchup with the Trailblazers, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods carrying up in the backcourt. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So the Nuggets with the tip to the wing on the left. Butler with a steal. Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And the Warriors, one of the league's most aggressive teams, Shams, trying to surround Curry with a supporting cast.
That's always the challenge in Golden State, is optimizing Stephen Curry and his championship window. And the major emphasis was on finding the shot creation alongside Steph and Jimmy. We've seen in the playoffs, it's not enough to have just 1 or 2 guys. You need as many as you can get. So the Warriors will be all hands on deck again this season.
And how long can they keep that window open?
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
And here's Denver. It's a 3-point game. Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. And another 3 for Denver.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
Outside Kuminga takes a 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Pass to Murray. Let's go with a 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
I just love the ball move.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Green. And here's Curry. Out to Kuminga. A shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Johnson. Denver has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around. Pass to Jokic. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo.
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Jokic, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Murray. He's coming off a 25-point game against Golden State.
With 3 steals in the night, he helped them in a big way.
Outside Brown. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Curry against Murray. Now here's Kuminga. He's covered closely. And there's Curry on the assist by Kuminga. And with the new CBA, Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA. It's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
At this point, you're almost shocked when Steph misses a 3, especially from the corner.
Denver in the lead. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Here's Murray. Gordon, left side. Fires the 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Outside Curry. Here's Butler, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 7.
This is the best place for Butler to shoot it from. He's excellent at that in-between shot.
And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. BA?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Hey, the defense has to recognize that Butler is a threat to throw it down. He's about 6'7", maybe 6'8".
Pass to Jokic. Now here's Johnson, looking to end the run. Nails it from 3. Johnson's got his second basket. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep, and Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Warriors. Horford, he's checked in for Kuminga. Santos comes in for Jimmy Butler. Hields checked in for Podziemski. And Spencer's subbed in for Stephen Curry. And Denver will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Pass to Spencer. Horford, a screen on Johnson. And here's Green from the arc. Sinks the tray.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Brown passes to Johnson. Rebounded by Green. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Santos.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Golden State with it. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Pass to Spencer. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson Davis. Takes the three. Hardaway grabs the board. The Nuggets trail. Right side Johnson. Outside Hardaway. And here's Valanciunas. Johnson for three. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Hield. Now Jackson Davis, covered by Johnson. Here's Spencer. Back to Jackson Davis. Here's the three. Spencer, no good. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Hardaway. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Right side Johnson. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Cameron Johnson making things happen for Denver. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. They've got Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson Davis out there with Al Horford. Then there's Butler. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. So it's Denver now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Valanciunas passes to Murray. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Hield. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. BA, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. That's good from Horford. And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Shams, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's through TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Hardaway. And Murray launches it from deep. And again, Denver no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Horford gets it to go.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the game.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Spencer. The free throw drops from Murray. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, B.A., I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
DA, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Warriors trail by 4. Curry looking it over. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Doesn't go for him. To the middle. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. Johnson's got 14 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Green following the score by Denver. And it's Butler with the jam.
And, you know, when Butler's hot, keep getting him the rock. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Denver shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And the Warriors make some changes. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Horford, and Podziemski subbed in for Hield. Brown's checked in for Denver. Free throw drops from Murray. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Curry with it. He's got 5. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Curry creates inside.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. change here. Gordon's checked in. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Nikola Jokic, third.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Denver leading by 7. Jokic, the screen to the paint. Jokic finishing through the D.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And yep, it's good. Curry's got 11. Denver's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Brown. Denver moving it around. Murray from outside. Oh, the three is pure from Murray.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Warriors trail by 10. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Butler.
Substitution for your Warriors, number 20, Al Horford.
Kuminga, the pass to Green. And here's Podziemski. Kuminga down low, covered by Johnson. Outside Curry, shot clock at 6. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 14 points.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Denver leading by 7. Here's Murray. Yes! Murray muscling it in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now Curry. Horford outside. 1:46 left in the half. 5 to shoot. Here's Kuminga. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Denver has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Jokic's shot is good.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
A minute 22 left in the first half. And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on. We'll definitely do this again soon.
We know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And it's Jokic missing. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Kuminga. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here they come. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
And they were the best team in the league on the break. Nobody scored more points in transition than they did. The up-tempo game was their calling card.
And those assist numbers from last season tell the whole story. This team played the most unselfish basketball in the league. Brown, he's checked in for Murray. Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. And here's Curry for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 8. And stolen by Jokic. And they're running. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Brown finds Gordon. Now here's Johnson. Fires the 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. In for Denver, number 10, Tim Hardaway Jr.
5 ticks left to play in the half. And a deep 3 from Curry. And we finished off 1 half of play. It's Denver up by 11. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, or we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, looking at the Warriors, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. This game presents a new challenge.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Nuggets.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Murray in at the 1. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, Curry is just such a fabulous shot maker. Really knows how to adjust his motion for any distance or defense.
It's Jokic, high post, working on Green. Murray, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Curry. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Talk about guys who have springs for feet. Aaron Gordon's one of them.
Yeah, when people think of Aaron Gordon, I think they attach him to the dunk contest. I mean, he's so uber athletic. I mean, he put on a few amazing performances in that event in the past. But to the surprise of many, he actually didn't win the dunk contest, but he's become a really good all-around player.
First free throw is good. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. It's good from about 19 feet. Curry's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Murray gets it to go despite the contact.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finalists.
Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Nikola Jokic, 3rd.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a 13-point game. And a basket by Curry.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Pass to Johnson from the arc. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one. Down low. It's Podziemski on the wing. Lets it fly. Again, Golden State.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Here's Jokic. Over Green. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors trail by 12. Inside. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Here's Podziemski using his post moves to get the 2 points. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Jokic with a screen on Curry to the inside. Jokic muscles it down.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
The Warriors have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. And here's Curry for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Pass to Jokic. big-time strength of Jokic.
Jokic just shrugging off the contact made that shot look a lot easier than it really was.
Outside Podziemski. Here's Curry. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Outside Johnson. Fires for three. Knocks down the long J. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
The Warriors have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Johnson on the wing. Jokic is doubled. Pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. Denver moving it around. And here's Jokic. Green covering. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Gordon from the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 12. Now Podziemski for 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Podziemski's got 5 points.
And Butler makes the smart play, getting it out to the three-point shooter.
Murray against Curry. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Beyond the arc. Oh, Murray answers back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Second and points off turnovers. And it's easy to admire how pesky they were on the defensive end. Jumping in passing lanes and being overall extremely aggressive going after steals. Finishing in the top 5 in the league in that department.
And these guys really took advantage whenever their opponents turned the ball over. Finishing in the top 5 in points off turnovers last season. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Jimmy Butler. And then for Denver, Hardaway comes in for Gordon. And it's Brown in for Brown. And here's Murray. He's got 27 to the paint. And the dunk by Jokic.
Boy, it's good to see Murray looking to get others involved, seeking out his teammates, especially in the screen and roll set.
Warriors trail by 14. Horford outside. Pass to Hield. The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
Denver's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Podziemski with it. Now guarded by Brown with the step back. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Rowe comes in for Podziemski. Now here's Murray. Jokic in the post. He's against Horford. And here's Brown for 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 14. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now. Brown passes to Johnson. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Brown is a willing and able passer who typically makes the right play.
The Warriors shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Pass to Jackson Davis. To the middle. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. Number 5, the Nuggets.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in for Rowe, and Spencer's subbed in for Stephen Curry. Outside Hardaway. Here's Jokic. And here's Brown for 3. Sinks it from distance. Brown's got 6.
Hey, Brown is a quality shooter. We've seen him shoot 40% from 3 for a season.
Pass to Hield. Down low. And that one's good. Spencer.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Outside Murray. Kick out to Brown. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
3 points.
Jokic has got assist number 7 tonight. Hield from outside. No good that time. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's Denver running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hield and Butler, they're the 2 and the 3. Al Horford out there with Trace Jackson Davis, and it's Spencer in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Brown inside, covered by Jackson Davis.
Athletic play by Brown, going up top.
Now here's Butler. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less granted.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Elbow. 2.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Warriors shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Outside, Brown. Back to Murray. Launches it. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 21. Pass to Spencer. To the paint. Here's Butler. And it's Denver with a rebound. Outside Murray. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
Now here's Brown. Counted from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Nikola Jokic, and it's Holmes in for Jamal Murray. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. To the inside. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Butler. Got it. Good job in the low post. Butler's got 20.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Outside Hardaway. From downtown. Outside Watson. And here's Holmes. For 3, Hardaway gets the 3 ball to go.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now here's Curry. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 36 points.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Brown passes to Hardaway. No good from outside. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Butler. All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off green.
Hey, when you're trailing, you cannot afford to give the ball away. You got to take care of it.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Outside Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Connects from downtown. Hardaway's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's Golden State with it, following that last 3-pointer by Denver. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Curry. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Curry's got 39.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Brown drives in. Got it.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Outside Podziemski. Here's Butler. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Left side Watson. Outside Hardaway. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points. Outside Curry. From deep. Rebounded by Denver. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Brown. Here's Watson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
For Denver, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Here's Watson on target from range.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now here's Butler. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Watson. The three is up. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. Back to Butler. Outside Podziemski. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's good. 2 points. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nuggets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Cam Johnson.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Butler. Right side Curry. There's the 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 44.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
And Brown with the stuff.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Aaron, a tough stretch of basketball coming up for you guys. How do you keep your eye on the winning side?
We just got to keep sharing the ball, keep believing in each other. Defensively, we have some things that we need to clean up, but we're doing well.
Good luck with the adjustments. Thanks, Aaron.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Cameron Johnson.